Most Haunted. This week I've brought you to a location that has multiple buildings, all set within a 1,000-acre estate, and each one of those locations has a haunted history all of its own, and it's all within the shadow of our nemesis, Pendle Hill. Set in 1,000 acres of picturesque Ribble Valley countryside stands one of Lancashire's finest private country estates, centred by the imposing Ribblesdale Hall and under the very shadow of Pendle Hill. With such an influential building, it comes as no surprise that many an important guest has entered through its doors. In 1648, Oliver Cromwell marched a number of troops to the hall and stayed for some time. After Jacob Astor drowned on the Titanic, his widow became the first Lady Ribblesdale. The great Winston Churchill enjoyed the hall's hospitality, and our beloved late Queen Elizabeth II visited with the then Prince Charles, now King Charles III. Over the years, the hall has been owned by just two families, the Listers and the Hindleys. It was during the first family's ownership that Robert Lister was murdered by one of the infamous Pendle witches, Janet Preston, who was later famously hanged for her crime. In October 1985, part of the hall was converted and extended to become an independent private hospital and rehabilitation centre. 10 years later, in 1995, the house and adjacent land was sold and became the BMI Gisborne Park Hospital. The hospital operated for some 35 years before closing, and the keys were once again put firmly back in the hands of the Hindley family. With so many properties, let's have a look at them individually and all their hauntings. The imposing facade of this large manor house hides many a paranormal sighting, from dark shadows, heavy footsteps and mournful cries. The figure of a lady endlessly wandering the corridors has been seen on many occasions. Attached to the main house is a large private hospital wing with long dark passageways and deserted operating theatres. Doors slam on their own. The sounds of people walking and moving around have been heard when no one is there. Moans and cries are heard, and figures have been seen lurking in the dark corridors. Separate to the main house is the psychiatric unit, and it's said to be home to at least 4 different spirits. Poltergeist activity is said to be rife within these walls. Heavy footsteps have been heard with regularity, and doors open and close on their own. With all these happenings and the cries of the long departed echoing through its corridors, this is a very scary place to be. Close to the main house stands a smaller abandoned cottage where something unworldly is said to dwell. A gaunt figure has been seen passing the windows when the house is empty. Strange sounds are heard from within the deserted rooms. Once inside the property, people have been faced with a feeling of unease. Phantom footsteps walk from room to room, doors slam shut, and poltergeist activity is witnessed with stark regularity. Away from the main house and hospital sits an imposing ancient stone building known as the Witch's Cottage. Its history is as mysterious as its many hauntings. Thought to have once been a courtroom where local trials would have taken place, and some believe it was a place of execution before becoming a home for many different families. With hundreds of years of life and death, no wonder this empty cottage is said to be full of paranormal activity. Some of the families that lived here experienced a plethora of frightening occurrences. Dark shadows, strange noises, screams and moans are said to permeate the very fabric of this building, along with poltergeist activity and a dark, menacing entity that does not like people in its home. Are these the tortured souls of those who lost their lives within these walls? Perhaps they are the old inhabitants refusing to leave the place they loved. Or is there something much darker underneath from a time before the house was built, still stalking the land? With so many areas, such a great deal of ground to cover, and so much paranormal activity to investigate, we had our work cut out for us on this, our biggest and widest investigation to date. We knew we were in for an eventful night when some of the spirits that haunt these grounds and buildings made themselves known when we were filming our general shots.
Right, that door's just opened. Okay. Could be the wind. Should we go in? I don't want to take the camera off of this. I mean, yeah, let's go in. I mean, that one, no one can come out. The thing is, I'm just wondering. I need to take it off of here. Walking in on there isn't really. This is Greg's doodah. I'm not quite sure. Ah, there it was. There we are. Now, so that's actually Greg's. Right, let's go night vision. Hello? Ooh. Right, that could be me walking in. I'm trying to. No, that's weird. Okay. Right, let's have a walk round here. Now I know we've got sort of bits falling down there. There's a room in there, which is, I'd imagine an old coal store or something. That's where the tripod is outside. Let's go upstairs. Hello! Bloody great hole in there. Actually, let me zoom out as much as I can. As you can see, there's a hole. Now, I've told everyone not to come up here because it's dangerous, but can't stop them if they want to, really. Hello? There's a car seat. Right, there's right, let's go up some stairs. What, there's no one. Is anyone here? Look at that. Right, well, there's no one here. There's no person here. Right, well. Okay, door opening. Could be the jigsaw pieces on the floor. I don't know, that's weird or eerie. Oh, hang on a second. That's my phone. That's my phone. Right, there's no one in here. Just got a bloody load of cobwebs on my bloody head. Right, well, I don't know. I don't know what... So we know no one's in here. Look at that decay. Unless that's outside, let me change the... so you can see. That's outside the back, which I think eventually runs down to the river, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yes. Fucking hell, that just slammed. Fuck. Hello? I'm going to go in there and turn around straight away so you can see no one's behind that door. Right, I'm in the room. Right, that's behind the door. That's into that little cubby hole there. Okay. Right. Can you slam that door now? If you're here, can you slam a door now? Bloody hell, what's that? It's downstairs. Now I've got to be careful on these stairs, as we discussed before. Too much weight on anything. What was that? Hello? Right, now that's... the legs are still there. There's no one in the room. I never looked in there, did I? Oh, well, no, we can get in there. There's a back door here. Let me put the main... That's outside. That's the psychiatric unit. It's nice to hear the birds, but somehow it's not that comforting. I heard a bang down here. Not there. It's about as shut as it can be, I think. Hello? Listen. Footsteps upstairs. Those birds outside. I don't know. Well, it's one of those things. I can go upstairs and let's go upstairs. There's this whole thing about nothing really happening when you're in the room. It seems to wait for you to leave or go somewhere else. Toilet, bathroom, and this is over the kitchen. So this is where, again, I heard footsteps. And there's no one here. Right, I've got to carry on with getting some shots of this place because otherwise I won't get it done. And yeah, so I'm going to carry on. Obviously, let you know if anything else happens. But yeah, because we're losing light, and that's just the way it is. Bloody hell. Let's get down. Right. I'll let you know what else happens. See you soon.
Somebody walking above us? What's that?
I've just come down from upstairs,
I just heard that.
and there's
I've just
no one
heard
upstairs.
that.
And Greg's outside.
Listen,
Greg's outside.
Listen. Hello?
Well, I know no one's up there because I've just come down.
How many of you are here? 15?
16.
16.
What did I say to you earlier?
You did? 16, Glenn said earlier on. There were 16 people here that used to live in this house. And there have been...
About 21 or 22 deaths.
Fly right on the ceiling there, which is quite ominous. I don't know why, but it's on the ceiling. Just felt quite negative.
Really?
I'm just going to go upstairs, make sure that there's...
Yeah, go upstairs. Yeah.
I can't get over how loud that... Yeah, how loud that is coming from the ceiling. Can you, Carl?
No. And I know no one's up there.
I know. I mean, that's really loud.
The bedroom above us is the white bedroom with all the built-in wardrobes.
Now that's different.
Listen.
That's Glenn.
That's
It's
two
copying.
sets of not.
Yeah. It's like they're copying Glenn's footsteps. Now Glenn's coming down the stairs.
Did you hear me?
Oh yeah, but listen to that. It was actually copying what you were
Was
doing.
it?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it. There was no knocking upstairs.
Yeah, and that is a completely different sound to what you were making.
Right, that's good.
Yeah, now Greg is outside. I think he's just in there doing GV. So Greg's not in the house at all.
There's nobody up there.
Nobody up there, and I just stomped around on purpose. But I couldn't hear any knocking upstairs.
But you couldn't.
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but yes, it was lost in your stomp because you were stomping,
Yes.
and as you were stomping, and you'll hear it back on this. It sort of
Yeah.
you went bang, and then there was like a thud afterwards.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Yeah.
I only heard my own footsteps.
Right.
Can I just? Why now? Why now that it suddenly just started
Maybe
like that?
energies. Maybe we've been in it because we've been in it for a while
Yeah,
now.
that's true. How many of us are here that you can see?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn.
Greg outside.
Greg outside.
Can you see Greg outside?
Yeah.
Four.
Oh. Do any of you mean us harm? That was a bit menacing. Don't say anything that you're going to say. Just don't.
I'll say.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself.
No!
Do what you like. If you are involved in witches or witchcraft, or in fact, don't care what you're involved in, I'm offering myself out for a sacrifice. Do what you want with me.
How many of you mean us harm? Ten.
10.
10 and then 2.
Oh, 10, then that was a yes.
Yeah.
Oh, was it 10 and yes? Okay.
Okay.
So 10 of you mean us harm.
Well, that's my other 4 then.
I just
Jury's
want,
out on them.
just want to ask, are some of you
What were you going to say?
were some of you involved in witchcraft?
Right, my phone's going. I'm just going to have to get it just in case, because we've had some problems with GVs and the other places. There's stuff happening.
Do you want me to take that off? You okay?
Is it Stu?
You all right?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of activity.
It's a lot of activity.
with other crew
It is
members.
Stuart, but I'm going to have to sort of.
Okay.
I'll get back to him in a second.
That's the wind.
It's a good stumper around here. Can you do a heartbeat for us, please? There it is. Thank you.
Right.
I asked, what was the reply when I said, were any of you involved in witchcraft?
2.
10 of you.
You didn't even
Oh, yeah.
reply.
You're reading my head, aren't you? Reading my mind. See, that freaks me out. That freaks me out that they can read you. They can read your mind.
Right.
That's why you've got to be so careful when you think you've got a loved one coming through. You've got to ask the right questions that only they know the answer to, but think the wrong answers.
Wow.
Can I ask, are you in the fabric of this building?
I reckon that's yes multiple times over, but
Well, I think we're in for a night, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we are. There were lots of knocks then, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No.
No.
No, thank you.
Well, we're going to be back later to try and talk to you and find out more about you.
I hope you've got some stuff that you can do. Anything.
Yeah.
And I say I'm happy you can do what you like to me.
But voices as well. If you can use your voice, that would be amazing.
Yeah, but ideally, we'd love to. All we want to do is communicate with you. I know if you're angry, forget that. We want to just communicate. You don't need. I mean, I'm happy for you to throw me around, but you don't need to.
You're in banging noises.
Oh yes. Are you hearing it out loud?
It sounds like it's coming from.
What do you mean? Are
I
you
can hear
outside?
it. I'm outside and I can hear it. It sounds like you're going
Really?
on the walls, I swear to
Well,
God.
I went up there, right? I went up to stomp around,
Yeah.
and when I was stomping around, I couldn't hear anything other than my own footsteps, but it was copying down here my footsteps to everyone in here.
That is absolutely. I've never heard anything so loud.
Wow.
That's absolutely. I was outside in the far corner of the front garden over there and I could hear it. I thought, is that a farmer with a gun? But it was like, boom.
Oh my God, how bizarre
Wow.
is that?
So weird.
Because we caught you, and just to show you where you were, we actually panned and we panned and showed you outside, so we know where we know you weren't in the house. Glenn went up there because it just started out of the blue, started.
But it's so loud you can hear it outside in the garden. The far
And it's
garden.
starting to pick up windy. It's not
Yeah.
like a calm sunny day, is
It
it?
honestly sounds like someone going bang, 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 or something slamming against.
Well, just
there's
to-
no farm machinery out
No,
there.
just to let you know, means us harm. There's 16 of them here,
Fantastic.
and 10 of them mean us harm.
That's all right. 4 each, we can take them on.
Speak for yourself. Come on, let's head out. I think this is going to be. God, I need my garlic and my crucifix. I think
I'll bring it in a minute.
that's great
Is there anything
makeup.
in here you want, Carl?
While this was happening in the witch's cottage, Stu was fighting his own battle in the psychiatric ward.
What the fucking hell is that? Hello? Jesus Christ. Guys, is anybody around? Hello? Anyone? Whoa. Holy fuck. Holy shit. That must have been. Just bear with me in the edit. It could only have been, it couldn't have been anything else. Right. This is for the edit. Holy shit. Just bear with me a second here, guys. Right. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Basically, in a nutshell, I've just been getting GV shots, general view shots, in that room. Thank you. A door has just closed on that side. Fuck. I haven't done a thing yet. I've not even asked out, which is unusual. I'm assuming you'll hear this on camera. It can only be these. It can only have been them. That's all I can think of. because it literally was right next to me. I'm in that room there, just getting a shot outside the window. And then obviously we've just gotten that. I can't see it being anything else other than what I've just done. And then obviously we've just got a door in the corridor. Okay, we've got footsteps now. Thank you. You can hear that on the camera. I can hear it, you'll hear it. And the reason I'm not moving the camera and I'm not reacting is so that we can all hear it. Fuck me, that was loud. That was some slam. Right, okay, Stu, let's go and have a wander in the corridor now then. Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just putting the top light on my camera. What you've just heard, I'm just using this now as a reference. I'm not saying it's the door that's banged, okay? Because you'll never know, even though it was in this vicinity. No, no. Won't even open that door. If you're here, I'm Stuart, come and do something then. Come on. Obviously you know I'm here now. This close. It's slightly different to that. Slightly different. It's not quite got that ring to it. Come on. That's a possibility. That is a sure possibility. One thing is for sure, I wouldn't have said, it's not going to be this door because I'm there in the kitchen, but I'm just going to do this anyway. It's that sound, it's the same sound as that door there. Now again, I'm not 100% sure which door it is, because I'm in there. You're on the tripod now, guys, so just bear with me, it's going to be wobble cam, okay? Jesus Christ, it's already kicking off. So that's where, just give you a reference now. I was filming there looking out, and then we got the sound. Well, it can only be those screws, it can't be anything else really. And then obviously we've got the sounds of doors closing in this corridor. And let me walk up here and just spin you, ladies and gentlemen, round at home on your couches so you can see what I'm seeing. Now you choose which door it was, if it was one of those doors, we don't know. And that's the thing, we don't know, we're only guessing. I actually quite don't know, well, I don't know what to do now. Everyone else is that side, they're doing what they're doing. I'm on this side doing my thing. Should I phone them up? Should I tell them what's going on? I don't know. Or should I let them figure it out for themselves if they come in and let them discover it? I'll have a think and see what's going on. Meanwhile, I'm just probably going to ask out now. Is probably the right time to do that as I walk around and just get these internal shots. I think we best leave that recording now then, Stuart. I don't think it'd be a wise idea to stop recording now, so if you keep that going, and hopefully something else will happen on it. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Okay, well let's go through. What the bloody hell's this? I've no idea. I've still got the... it's like a wash area. I've still got the camera on the sticks, so my apologies, I'm just showing you my view. Okay matey, let's go upstairs then, and let's see what's going down. Oh fuck me, another corridor. Of course there is. I think it's going to be beneficial really just to keep this rolling now. You wouldn't normally do that as a rule. Professionally, you turn the camera off as you do in each shot, but because of what's just happened, I think we're going to have to kind of break protocol really and just keep recording. For the edit purposes, whoever's editing this, I'm going to leave this recording now, just in case we capture anything else, so I do apologise up front. It's sod's law. If I turn this off now, in between shots, something's going to happen. I know it is. Just know it. Okay. It feels somewhat strange filming like this now. Keeping it recording. Plonking the camera down and then just panning round. Doesn't feel right, but we have to do it sometimes. Thank you! Well, here we go. There's another one. That's another door you've just heard now. Fuck me. I told you, didn't I? Fucking hell. Pardon my French. Tell you what I'm going to do now. We'll phone up Carl just to let him know what's going on.
With so much already happening, we were eager to start our walk round in this remarkable place.
Oh my word, would you look at this room? This is like, you know, you fall down the rabbit hole. Like Alice in Wonderland, it's like going into completely different worlds. This is incredible. So here we are in part of the manor house, but then you've got like an old farmhouse that's falling apart, as it were, and then you've got a hospital wing, and oh my goodness me, you've got so many different places, and it is incredible. And each place we go to has a different vibe, has a different atmosphere. I mean, just look at this.
Oh no, the decoration in here is incredibly ornate, and I get what you're saying completely. I think the best analogy for this total location is it's like the crystal maze with its different zones, isn't it? Really,
It really is. So we walk from that room.
Yeah.
into this enormous, what I would describe as a sort of reception area. But when you look, I mean, look at the ceilings. I mean, it's just incredible and huge. It's just baffling to me. I don't think we've ever really investigated such an enormous and such a different place in such a confined
Well, it's just when your
space.
mind gets used to the kind of location that you're in, as we would do ordinarily. For example, if we were just in an old farmhouse for the day,
Yeah.
then you get used to those surroundings, but then you turn a corner here and we're in somewhere completely different. So it kind of messes with your head anyway, doesn't it, really?
It certainly
psychologically
does.
speaking?
And I mean, here, now, right, we've walked from the manor house bit,
Yeah.
and here we are walking into a hospital. It's just absolutely bizarre. I mean, straight down there, the corridor, it's a modern hospital.
Yeah.
It's, long corridors, lots of different rooms coming off, but lots of people, obviously being a hospital, would have died. So you've got a lot of different stories throughout time. I mean, we've had some very famous visitors, haven't we, in the manor house?
Well, we have, because above here in the hospital, part of the manor house was playing host to Oliver Cromwell on his way to the Battle of Preston. So that's another example of the history hidden behind these multi-layered facades that we're experiencing. So.
It's incredible, isn't it? And of course, Oliver Cromwell's no stranger to Most Haunted. His ghost has actually appeared and communicated with us in another location years ago. And I've also heard that Winston Churchill visited here or stayed here as well, which is incredible. So I'm not looking forward to investigating particularly the hospital area. I don't know what it is about hospitals. I mean, there's an old operating theatre here.
Yeah.
It just goes on and on and on and on and on. And quite frankly, I don't really know where to start.
Well, of course, there's the psychological wing of the complex as well, which we can visit. The quiz question is, it's a multi-layered location, and you've got to ask yourself, so where do we start first?
Exactly. And this is it. There are just 5 of us. There's myself, there's you, there's Stuart, there's Greg, there's Carl. That's it. In all these locations.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit worried about it.
Well, what kind of activity are you hoping for?
The whole gamut.
Right.
That's what I want. I want everything. But I don't want anything bad to happen, particularly to Carl and Stuart, which often happens. And I know you guys call out for it and all the rest of it, but I just hope you can be sensible tonight, boys, please.
Never.
Well, I've already got an EVP recording at the moment, so the computer's upstairs, a level or 2 up from here.
In the manor house.
Yeah, so that was set off a good hour ago.
Yeah,
So,
and also in the little, the farmhouse, which has a connection to the Pendle Witches. I actually do not know where to start.
We may have been wondering where to start, but the hospital made our minds up for us, with a loud noise down the corridor just as we were resetting.
It's open, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight in, follow it round, straight ahead, and then it's
still smells
round
like
to the
an
left.
operating theatre.
Was that one of us? No. No one's dropped anything, have they?
Did someone fall out the door then? Listen, I'm running. I've gone infrared.
Is that outside?
Oh, there it goes, it's at the other end now.
Noise is at the other end.
What's that?
Yeah.
We're getting pulled around hither and thither.
That was a loud noise. It always sounded to me like something dropping or falling. Yeah.
Is there anywhere that something can fall from a height?
The stairs at the other end, but there's nothing there, and there was nothing on the floor.
What was it?
Don't know, it sounded like... Now, hey, whoa. Now this could have been here, hang on. Ready? Fucking hell, that's warm. Feel that. Feel it.
It's a snooker ball. Ooh. Or a pool ball, isn't it?
Right, listen. Is this the same noise?
That's it.
Yes.
It is in the air.
Now, I mentioned earlier on today, what did we say when we were walking through there, Glenn?
About
Snooker
snooker balls? Yes, yeah, before we started turning over.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. I've just seen it here. It was here.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's definitely the same
That's
noise.
the noise.
But can I just say, it's how How has it got in here? Someone would have to be in this room to bang it on the floor in here.
That's what I'm saying.
And we were all
down
together,
there.
but we were across the corridor in another room.
It's here, and
We
feels
were
temperature now.
just for the jogging warm.
Yeah.
We were there at
That's
that
not
door, so
normal,
it's
is
a
it?
proper dog leg. So
Right.
even if someone was standing at the door, I don't think anyone could throw a curveball into there.
And for it to land here,
No, it can't do.
it was here, right here.
So you'd have to find its way. If it was, you have to find sort of all down here into this room and around this top. What's in these corridors? These cupboards. I mean, that's got a thing there anyway, but there's nothing in there.
That's locked.
That's locked.
You've had your question answered. Where should we start? It's this room.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's that. I can't get over that. And that's the noise. That's the exact noise.
Yeah.
But we were all up that way, weren't we?
We were all out in the corridor to the
But
right.
which way? I'm confused
Right,
now.
let's walk so we can show everyone
Yes.
at home. Let's
So
walk
go on.
from
You've
here.
got the snooker ball.
We were
haven't
heading
you?
from here. We were going in here.
Yeah, we were all going through that door there.
Yeah.
And for any doubters at home that are saying, oh, well, someone just threw something, we'd turned all the cameras off. There's no point in us turning the cameras off and then throwing.
But we were in
Makes
here.
no sense
We were.
at all.
Had we all come through the doors as well?
Yeah, I was.
Right. We were all here.
I think my camera was still
There.
running, but it was pointing on the floor.
Yeah, we were
so
here.
it couldn't
Cameras
capture
off. You turn the cameras on, and then I mean, how can that be possible?
Because there's the door.
I
and to
stopped
get a
about.
direct
I
line-
stopped about here. So because Stuart was right now, I had my left eye was on Stuart.
Yeah.
Stuart's right eye would be on me. So literally, we were here and we both looked at the same time, but we all ran down the end.
Down there.
This is what got me. It sounded further away, not.
But it was in there. That door was not even wide open like it is now. And this will have had to come from the pool table, which is way over there in that huge atrium area.
Yeah.
But how? Let's just say for the real cynics out there, if one of us had thrown it, how was it possible to throw it and get it round the corner through that door there
Without it hitting the
without
door.
it hitting the door in the play? And not only that, but like you said, Greg, the cameras were off.
Yeah, so there's no point.
And it was only one sound.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was
A
rebounding
rolling,
on it.
yeah.
It was just a drop.
Yes, and it's warm.
It is warm. Still warm.
Everyone's been holding it though, haven't they?
Now, but it was warm when
It
I
was
picked
warm
it
when I
up.
picked it up,
When I
yeah.
picked it up, Stu, it was warm. Right, well, like you say, we found a place to start. I think let's go into the operating theatre. And I've suddenly got very, very nervous. What is it about snooker balls? Where's my helmet? Where's my riding hat when I need it? Come on, let's go through here.
Right, we'll just keep running.
You put that in your pocket, and you know. So, Glenn,
Yes.
all right. From a skeptic's point of view, what was that then?
You want me to say it?
Yeah, do go on.
It's
say it.
paranormal. But the thing is, because I'm here, it's easy
Love
for
it
me
when
to
you say
say.
that.
But this is the thing. I'll hold my hand up and say when something happens that shouldn't happen under the current circumstances.
Yeah.
There's only us here, and that was impossible animals. Everyone was accounted for. The place is in lockdown, and a snooker ball comes out of nowhere and drops to the floor in a completely separate room. So, I mean, somebody might argue, well, it was in there anyways, a breeze could have knocked it over, blah, blah, blah. Being here, though, we know that isn't the case. Because all the doors and windows are
Right now, I just want to say, I love you. Right, come on. I've no idea where we're going.
shut. Like normal, there's two theatres.
Just so you know, because obviously it's not smell-o-vision, the smell of antiseptic in the whole hospital thing is just overwhelming, isn't it? It's actually getting to the back of my throat. Oh my God. Wow. So, let's look at the hauntings of this place then. I mean, I can't believe we're actually standing. I mean, this is just insane. The hauntings of these places. Is it the land? We've got 1,000 acres, all these different properties on here. You know, and every single one of them has hauntings. Every single one of them is reported as having some sort of paranormal activity. So what's going on? Is it the land? Is it the locations? Why all these buildings? It's like a melting pot, a mashup of all this ghostly activity.
The energy of all the life,
Yes.
all through the years and the centuries, perhaps. I mean, again, we only have more questions. We don't get any answers. We just see the results of the activity, which is brilliant, and I always welcome more of it. And once you've, deducted the obvious things of what it could be, and you are left with something that's paranormal, you still don't really have any answers. We still don't really know. Well, you would argue otherwise. We still don't really know if it's dead people.
I am arguing otherwise.
Yes.
But let me tell you, to me, what I find absolutely fascinating is that we've been in locations before, in the past with Most Haunted, and there might be one farmhouse and then a barn and then somewhere else, 3 locations within, proximity to each other. But they'll say, well, the farmhouse is haunted, but there's nothing in the barns. Or this particular location is haunted, but the other little houses aren't haunted. But for the first time in Most Haunted history, every single one of these locations is haunted. And that makes me think it's got something to do with the land.
We're very close to Pendle Hill, of course.
Well, absolutely. I mean, let's look at what happened last time we were here. I mean, we've been here subsequently after the most traumatic time, which is where I watched the whole crew live on air, they were on the floor, and it was this choking sensation, this strangling sensation. And I really believe that the witches of Pendle, the ones that were accused and hanged at Lancaster, I believe that they were putting that feeling on our crew's bodies to make us realise the suffering that they'd gone through. And some of our crew members actually had red marks around their necks.
We are on a different side of Pendle Hill in this location.
Yes, we are.
So whether this land is cursed land, perhaps, the proof will be in the pudding tonight if any of us suffer any ill effects.
Well, I hope not. Absolutely hope not. But Jesus! What's the matter? What's the matter? What's happened? What's happened?
You alright?
What's happened? You okay? What is it?
That was a big man.
Something just hit me right in the fucking back.
There's nothing behind it. There's a window.
You alright?
It was. I thought. Oh fuck!
You went down like a sack of potatoes. You've got a red mark on your back.
Let's see.
Just move your arm for a second.
There is a red mark
There
there.
is a red mark on your back.
Have you been punched, Carl?
There?
Yes.
Does it feel like it's there?
Right, I'll take that as a yes. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, lie on your side, like you're in the
There's a red
the
mark
fetal
on
position.
Carl's back about that big.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Just bend your legs up like that. Alright? And stretch it out slightly. So curl the top of your head forward.
Okay.
Okay? Is that better?
Doesn't sound like it's better.
No, I think you need to.
Yeah.
Is that alright? So just curl yourself into it and then back out again, just to loosen it a little bit.
It was like if I stepped back. It was like somebody punched me with like a cattle prod.
Okay.
Like an electric.
Roll into your back for me.
Oh,
And just bend your knees up.
it sounds like half of the day.
Now just very, very gently, I want you to raise your bum off the floor, so keep your feet like that. Just gently, that's it. How's that?
Yeah, this is very similar to what I thought.
And then back down nicely.
I'm very, very, very worried now.
Well, I need something like this to happen to me because,
Wish I had.
well, so do I, but so I can experience it and
Don't forget, Glenn, you nearly had chairs thrown in your face.
I know, but
Yeah,
I could tell.
Yeah, okay.
What's behind?
Nothing. There's a window. No one could do anything.
It's as soon as I said, I hope nothing happens to any of them. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm just looking, I know it just let me.
I still don't anything want to see.
No, it's gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, there was a mark there which I
There was a mark.
clearly
We
saw,
both saw that.
which is now gone.
Yeah, it's gone now. Just honestly about that big.
Yeah.
In the place where I now pushed it right.
It's a blind and straight outside. So nothing's gone through the window and hit you. It's just, but from behind. That's
Yeah, I guess it was. So this pushed me forward though. This was that. And weirdly, it's fine now. I mean, I feel kind of, but that's maybe because it's I've been winded, I guess.
So the logical part of your brain, does that make you think maybe it was just a spasm, or did it literally feel like something?
No, I know the difference between.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, things I've had. Yeah, but we've all had bad backs and stuff in our lives. But that was kind of it was taking my breath away. When if something goes in your back, you go This was a proper. I felt my air go before I felt the pain.
Was there some who did this to Carl? Who did this to Carl? If there's somebody here, if you're following us, he threw the snooker ball and he hurt Carl, then make a noise now, please, so I know you can hear my voice. Make a noise now, please, so I know you can hear my voice. Can you hear that?
A faint rumble.
It's rumbling. It's tapping. Like a rumble.
It's behind Greg.
There's another operating theatre behind you.
Okay. I tell you what.
I'm actually starting to feel a little bit out of breath.
The night is still very, very lucid. Okay.
Right, I just saw somebody
Right.
looking through there then.
Where have you gone?
Sorry,
What's the matter?
I just saw
Where are you?
here somebody looking. When you were walking through, I just thought it was somebody else who walked down. I saw a face through here, and I just thought, oh, it's somebody. And then the face moved, and I've come straight out here, and there is no way can anyone hide. There's there's, I don't know, 60 feet that way, and another 60 feet that way.
Was the camera pointing? Could it have caught it?
I don't think so. I'm
don't
looking at
know.
reflections and thinking, could it be one of us reflecting? And I can very, very vaguely see myself there. But
It's not. If you go back here,
there's no way I can see myself here.
but you guys had walked off. You would literally.
Yeah, we're coming to the second.
Stuart was here, and we just literally walked to there, and I just looked to there, so I wouldn't.
Oh, so you wouldn't have got it on camera.
I saw it and just moved, and I thought that's when I looked and went
It's just that door again.
up there.
Do you know something? I'm going to say this now.
Go on.
You're not going to like this, and I know you're going to argue with me, but originally, how we all thought about this was that because it's such a massive place, we're all going to split off and go to different areas. After what's just happened to you, I'm not happy about that. That's that door. I'm not happy about you going off on your own, you going off on your own, you going off on your own, you going. I'm not going off on my own. You must be joking.
You just don't want to be on your own.
No, I'm not going on my own. If we do split up, but I don't know what it is. I've just got this awful feeling. I don't think we should split up. I really, really don't. I've got this horrible, dreadful, awful, just a real woof come over me.
Is this the point where you asked me if you can have the car keys just in case?
Yeah, I honestly think there's only 5 of us in this whole flipping estate, and after seeing what's just happened to you, if one of us is on our own, you can't get signal, you can't get the come on guys, let's be sensible.
Would you be okay with us buddying up so there's always at least 2 or 3 in the group?
Can I just say, as the director of this show,
I know you're going to overdo Derby, aren't you?
I could never do that because we have to live together, love. and I know what happens when I get home.
Can I say it? Just take 20 milligrams of man the fuck up.
I think
I'm just worried, that's all. I'm just saying, I'm just really worried.
I get your point. I'll just take it on board. But I think that if people want to go off on their own, knowing what's happening, but me personally, I get your point. I think to yourself, if something bad is going to happen, potentially it will. I've just been punched in there. I'm happy to go on my own. Because anything else that happens is another step forward to proving the paranormal. If I've just felt it, we have on so many occasions felt the power of what this force can do. I just felt something here. Let's build on that. Stuart's happy for stuff to happen to him. Greg's happy for stuff to happen to him, and Glenn's desperate for stuff to happen to him.
Well,
but
I'm not.
No, but I understand. So I think
don't want things
you won't
to
go on. I
function.
won't have you go on your own.
No.
And if the rest of us.
Are you all happy to go on your own then?
I'm happy to go on my own.
You see, I could see Colm nodding to what you were saying, but knowing for what it was going in one ear and out the other.
Oh well, I've tried. There you go, hands up, I have tried.
You fulfil the insurance requirements for the shed.
What can you say? But I'm not going anywhere on my own. You've got to be joking me. Right, I think we should start. Let's start. Everybody happy to start the vigils? Yeah. Should we just?
Yes.
Lights off. I think we should start together in one location and then just go from there. And then when you say it's time, let's just split up and you all flipping mad.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Come on then, Jesus Christ, I'm frightened to go out here on my own in case a flipping snooker ball comes flying at me. Where's my riding hat when I need it?
Put it back on the table. Be careful. You alright?
No, I don't want a bloody thing flying at me.
That way.
That way. Flying at me, I don't even know where I'm going.
The fuck?
What was that?
We don't know.
There's something on the floor here.
There's something on the floor here. The screens.
Where?
Big white plastic.
Could this be it?
No.
No.
No, it's
The key! Is it this? There's a key.
Oh, there's a key.
Nothing in there.
Yes.
What was it? What was it?
Stu. Key.
Key. Where was it?
Here.
Right. Can I just tell you where everyone was?
Yeah. Is it on camera where everybody was?
It's important.
Yeah.
Everyone's camera. I'm just letting you
The
know.
thing as well, that just landed in front of me. This piece of plastic, and I don't know what that is. I really don't. That just came from mid-air.
Is that just a bit of shit off the seat?
I don't know if someone's kicked it up.
It's like some kind of fastener, isn't it? I think it's off, you know, when they hang curtains, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, when you guys were walking out of the door there,
Yeah.
Greg was
there.
Greg was here. I'll show him Greg on Greg's camera. Greg was here. I was next to Greg because you'll see my shot was literally. I've just got an over-shoulder shot of Greg. And Stuart is right there to me now. So, for anyone to throw that, either has to go through this wall or somehow curve something. Because if I show everyone at home from here, that's the wall.
I'm trying it.
And it's done in the corner there.
Try it. Reenact it then if need be.
Fine, actually, I don't even know where I'm going.
The fuck?
What? Fine, actually, I don't even know where I'm going.
The fuck?
What? Fine, actually, I don't even know where I'm going.
The fuck?
What?
In the
Right in that
position
corner.
where it lands. Because that's gone in the far corner. Same as a snooker ball, it would have had to have hit the side wall.
Is it warm?
It was a funny angle. That's a good question. Is it warm? Was it warm when you first
No. Cold.
But it certainly sounded like.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was it.
That's the right sound.
We were almost halfway up the corridor.
Yeah, and we heard it.
Yeah.
Now, is that a key to somewhere, or just a random key to just doesn't mean anything?
Try door.
That was my shoe.
Is there anybody here? Thank you for the key.
I've just walked.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very faint, but it's there. Thank you for the key.
Ask if it's really key.
Did you throw this key? Yes. Is it for us to open something that you want us to open? I can't hear anything. It's very faint, isn't it?
Is it a lock?
It's tapping away when you said, is it a
Yeah,
lock?
it's happened 3 or 4.
I mean, there's key things here, but I don't think.
I think it's for a cupboard.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think so.
Yvette?
I think it's for-
Yvette,
It looks quite elven already.
you know you said that thing was like a curtain thing. Well, look, there are
Oh,
curtain
yes.
rails in here.
Yeah.
Could it be from any of these?
It wasn't as likely as those pieces then. Do you want to try and show us where you were and see if you can answer that key round, just for the sake of the argument?
Who was at the back? Who was
the only thing, it couldn't have been me because I had both hands on the camera because it was quite high over Greg's.
Who was at the back though? Who could have been?
I would have been further at the back then if that's the case.
You were right, shoulder to shoulder. The good thing about it is on that there's a reflection, but we will be able to see us in that reflection anyway.
The doors were open, we were going through.
So let's just.
Do you stand there? Because we know where you were. Stu, you were. Where were you? You were.
I was about where you were.
Well, I was there because Greg was in front of me, and you were there. Right, give Stuart because he's got to have the camera.
Okay, try and throw that into the corner.
Yeah, can I just say though?
No, it's not in the corner though.
No, but also the camera.
Oh, the camera would have moved.
The camera.
That moved.
The shot's not been held. And I've just watched your reflection in there. Your reflection has just been seen.
And it's over there.
And it's over there, which is where you would have at the angles.
Where did it go?
In that corner, not that corner. So we're.
Right. So you've got the snooker ball. I've got the key. I've got a brand new pair of snooker balls. You got a brand
I'm going to put it on the table.
Right. Callback phenomena.
Come on then, let's see what the night brings.
That here.
What gets me is Greg was desperate.
No, door gone again.
That door was open.
It's this door.
That didn't close.
Can't leave.
This door.
Can't
He
leave.
doesn't want us to leave.
Is it this door?
The noise came from there.
I was just about to say, Greg, when Greg and I were first walking around, looking at where we were going to do the walk around with you guys, Greg was desperate to come in here to do it, and I was saying we don't really need to because we got the, and he was saying no, but it just feels wrong in here, and I was like okay, fine. So and we've ended up in here, and
We can't
maybe
leave.
Greg's psychic.
Trust me, I'm telepathetic. See, this key matches the one that. This is the key for this door here.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Different keys. Okay.
Did that door close then?
I don't know. It was open when I came. I turned around. It was kind of open. So I don't know whether. Well, it may not have been that door. Yeah. It was about there when I heard the noise. I turned around.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was it?
Big boom.
Boom above us.
By the way, I've given Glenn the key, so Glenn's got the snooker ball and the key. But there was a big boom there.
I feel like
Right.
we're in one of those computer games where you collect treasures.
I feel like something's not allowing us out of this. I reckon the only way to do this is if you follow Yvette and Glenn, Stuart, you go out first and turn around and point your camera to me. Then I've got this on a full, so everyone's in shot.
Yeah.
Do we just start doing this every time we leave a room?
I think
We're going to
so.
have to.
You would point at Carl.
And you, right?
Right, we're halfway up the corridor.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be there. Now watching you.
Right, fine. There's nothing happening. I'll go and reverse round, Stu. Now you can come out now. All right, we're fine.
See, it's weird, isn't it? When you're watching something, right? It's almost like, right, we're ready to capture it. It's very rare you actually capture anything really crack. I mean, we've caught some cracking stuff, but for instance, I'm thinking about Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah.
Whenever they position cameras ready to capture paranormal
It's just
activity,
outside.
the cameras would be moved all the way outside. Now we've had cameras move on the road,
Yeah, we have, yeah.
and the shot's been adjusted. It's almost like the camera shine. And we've been very lucky with the stuff that we have caught.
But the thing is, it's almost, I know a lot of people say, well, how come you haven't got your cameras locked off anywhere? Now let me just show you. It would take, Greg, to cover this whole corridor, 16 cameras, and then every single room off of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 8 in each room, another 8 in each one of these rooms. No one would give the budget for that. You're talking of hundreds of thousands of pounds of cameras, and that's the problem. Where do you put the camera? Fine. What was that? Stu's running out of cards. I don't know if you run out of cards. I could go through. I thought that was through here.
I've got this other light now here.
Okay. I think it's through here.
Oh God.
I'm not going too nice, is it?
Did you see anything? Did you see it?
Heard it.
Bottom of the stairs. Bottom of the stairs
This
there.
is back in the manor house, I take it.
Yeah, I think if we go through one of these doors,
Yeah.
we're back in the... Oh, that's not a door.
All things, look at it all. It's just, look at that.
It's the
It's amazing. This place is amazing.
hospital in the manor house. The EVPs recording up there.
So we've got EVP up there. Brilliant.
Good grief.
What a Jesus.
I don't even know where we are.
We're in the reception area where the base room is.
Oh yes, yeah.
I'm going night vision because I've got nothing on here. So.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, that's it. There's a reception area there.
Okay. Right. Let's
Oh,
get-
of course. Do you know what? This is where we walked in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we come out of that door there, I'm completely disorientated. Well, shall we?
Let's. That was the door. That was
Listen.
the door. Yeah. Oh no. Hello. Have you just followed us from the hospital? Do you need us harm? Yes.
Well, do it then.
Okay, look, let's just crack on.
We're going to have to, otherwise we're just never going to
We're never
actually
gonna
start.
leave. Exactly, we're never going to start. Right, okay. All the lights off, night vision cameras on. Right, let's go. I'm going to get the torch. A big, great big battery torch.
The battery.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This large house seems to be daring us to continue, so continue we did. I sent Glenn to the upper living quarters, Greg to the hospital wing, Stu to the cottage, whilst Carl and I went to the psychiatric building.
Right, well, it's young Yvette Fielding,
'Tis me.
myself, under an umbrella because it's raining.
Yeah.
We're about to go into
Let's go inside.
what is the psychiatric ward.
Okay.
Go on then, darling.
Until next time, sleep tight.